this is Mr. Lunt.
And this is Gordon Smithson.
What?
Gordon Smithson. I play.
Who are you?
I play the role of Bobby Bernard / Chester in the
What
film.
are you doing in the booth with me for the commentary? You're like a C-level character.
I know, but Larry's on vacation, so...
You've never even had a plush toy. How can you be on a commentary when you've never been immortalized in plush?
Larry's on vacation, so...
Yeah, that's a big problem.
What, you're just gonna sit here and talk to yourself for 2 hours?
I could.
45 minutes?
Don't think that I couldn't. I find myself supremely interesting.
That makes one of us.
Now, what you may or may not know, depending on your filmic literacy level, is that Larry the Cucumber and myself, Mr. Lunt, were actually the producers of this film.
We were the real big-time power behind the film.
Yeah. Now, you know, if you read the credits, it will not say that in as many words.
No, but we needed to clear that up.
But the air should be cleared.
That's right, that we were the go-to guys.
Yeah, unless the movie does horribly at the box office, and then we had nothing to do with it.
Then it's a Meek's fault.
That's right. That's a Mick and that D-Wog guy.
That D-Wog.
A-Wog.
That's right, A-Wog.
That guy. So where did we actually shoot this? It wasn't really in Spain, was it?
Well, no, it was on a soundstage.
Soundstage,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Franklin?
Yeah, in Franklin, but we did get some really cool painted backdrops to make it look like
Yeah,
Spain.
I like those.
Yeah.
But sometimes you go running in the scene and you forget that it's painted backdrop and you smash right into it.
That's the oldest cartoon trick in the
Like
book right
the
there.
Coyote. Jimmy Gore, he can be a little bit difficult to work with.
Yeah, well, there's a guy who likes donuts.
Oh boy, you're
Yep.
telling me about that,
He and Jerry,
boy.
you know, one time those guys ate a whole planet made of popcorn.
You got to be kidding me.
It's true. I think that's before you came around. That was in one of the early shows. Before
Holy
you
mackerel.
came around. But there was this gigantic popcorn asteroid, and those guys ate the whole thing.
They ate the whole thing.
Well, you know, I'm not sure if it was an asteroid or a meteor,
Yeah?
but it was one of those two, and they ate the whole thing.
Isn't it true that Jimmy and Jerry are classically trained Shakespearean actors?
It's true.
It's pretty
true.
amazing, you know. You think some guys, you know, that like Jim Neighbors, for example. You think because he plays, you know, a nincompoop on the TV that he's a nincompoop.
Oh, but that guy can sing.
But then you hear him sing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you think he has the voice of an angel.
An angel, a Pavarotti angel.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Or say, who's that guy from Mayberry?
Goober.
No, not Goober.
Gomer?
Not Gomer. Opie?
Opie?
No, Otis?
Otis? No.
No. Andy.
Don Knotts?
Andy. He
Andy?
sings.
He does?
And he's a lawyer.
Oh, Matlock.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
look at me.
Okay.
He's a lawyer.
Uh-huh.
He's a sheriff.
Uh-huh.
He's a singer.
Oh, wow.
Do you know what they call that in Hollywood?
A triple-double.
No, a hyphenate.
Oh, a hyphenate?
He's a hyphenate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which means that he cannot join the armed services or run for office. Hey, you know who else is watching the show with us?
Who's that?
Archibald is here.
Oh, yeah, Willery himself.
Yes, hello.
Hey, Willery, how's it going?
Very fine, thank you. I'm Archibald Asparagus. I played the role of Willery, which was key, but you know, I'm just seeing the film for the first time and I'm realizing something.
That you're strikingly handsome?
I've known that all along, my boy.
Oh,
We
well,
hold these truths to be self-evident.
so...
No, what I'm noticing is that this is not the documentary I thought we were making
Oh, you thought this was a documentary?
on 18th century whaling.
No, it's 17th century pirating.
Yes, well, obviously I was a bit deceived.
Yeah.
You will be hearing from my agent.
You did know that you were a butler, right?
In real life or in the film?
In the film.
Sometimes I have a hard time distinguishing between reality and whatever this is. Swordplay.
I went back to Chicago, and that was the end of my Saturday Night Live career. But then when, you know, it was time to do the movie, I thought, hey, you know, I'm no Rick Moranis, but I could pull that out,
Sure.
you know, and I
Sure.
could do that, you know, making up lines thing in the middle of a movie to make everyone laugh,
Sure.
just
right?
as well as the next limbless actor.
That's right.
And I think it went pretty well.
It did. It
Don't
did.
you
That was
think?
some pretty funny stuff.
Thanks.
We pulled some pretty funny stuff out of there. It
I got
wasn't quite
more.
as funny as maybe Eddie Murphy doing the same thing. Because he would have come up with a waffle thing or Tic Tac. He would have said Tic Tac, and that would have been really funny.
You think Eddie Murphy is funnier than me?
Well, I'm not saying funnier. It depends on how you look at it.
Oh, man.
You're funny.
We gotta
and
talk.
Eddie Murphy's funny in a different kind of way.
Yeah. Well, he did that dragon, and then he did that donkey.
Yeah,
But
sure.
they were the same character.
You think so?
There was no difference between them. You go listen to the dragon, and then you listen to the donkey.
Did the dragon say Tic Tac?
No, he said, I made your breakfast, and it's happy to meet ya.
He didn't say I'm making waffles.
No, he said, I made you breakfast, and it's happy to meet ya. That's what he said. He said that to the Chinese girl. I don't think that makes any sense.
But I'm laughing. That's gotta say something.
Oh, man.
Okay, where were we
Back
here?
to the film.
Were you really all that hungry in this scene?
I was. Do you know why?
Why? Because you missed Meatloaf Night?
No. They got the quilted truck. The truck that comes by with all the food in it, and it's shiny, and it looks like it's quilted.
Oh, the Happy Belly taco wagon.
Yeah, the taco wagon. I keep missing it.
So, did you have problems with the ice cream truck when you were a kid?
I never caught up with the ice cream truck. Oh, I had to plan ahead. I had to look down the street and visualize where he was going next, and then I would head there. Wayne Gretzky said the key to hockey is to go where the puck is going to be, not where the puck is.
Really?
Yeah, and it's the same thing with ice cream trucks, and I tried to do it with the quilted truck here, so I could get my tacos and I wouldn't be so hungry that it would affect the storyline, but every time I tried to go where the truck was gonna be, I was on the set of a different movie and they'd kick me out.
Whoa, something big is happening.
Here comes the
Here
boat.
comes the big boat with the king to save the day.
Hello, King.
I'm the king. I'm going to save the day, he says.
That's why you were not cast as the king.
I thought that was pretty good representation.
You're a lot of things, but you're not very kingly. You know what? Is it okay if I go to the bathroom?
No, you can't go to the bathroom.
Can we stop film? Okay, I'm back.
Oh,
I'm back.
thank you for coming back.
Thanks.
You know, I don't think Federico Fellini has ever taken a bathroom break during one of his DVD commentaries.
You don't think so?
No!
Well, it's my fault, really.
You know why? Because he's got class.
Well, I had a lot of caffeinated beverage product before I started this thing.
Man.
I'm sorry.
That stuff will rot your brain.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't let it happen
It's
again.
It's early, you know.
Or are you gonna have to go again, or can we make it through the rest of the movie?
No, I'll just eat a pretzel or something.
Oh, don't have any prunes.
No, I'm not gonna have any prunes.
You
Just
put the prunes over on the other side of the room.
Okay.
That's
All right.
more like it.
So you've got jurisdiction then, do you?
I am the law.
You know, I'm kind of like a private investigator. I'm the world's greatest living detective.
Yeah,
if you've
you're
heard
a-
of that before.
Yeah, boy, I don't believe the press. I mean, I've seen the posters, and I know that that's on the bumper sticker, and it's on your lapel pin, but, you got nothing on us, because, you know, we are forensic experts.
You know, with Dr. Watson and I, we've got deduction on our side. We don't need a fingerprint set, thing with the tape and the powder and everything.
Because I have instincts. What?
Did your instincts solve the howling dogs of Baker Street?
Sure
I don't think
did.
so.
Sure
No. Dr. Watson and I solved that case.
If you want to look at it that way.
It was more of like a poodle. It was like a
It was howling,
poodle,
whatever it was.
poodle-looking cat. So anyway, when you showed up on the set of The Whale,
Yeah.
what was it like?
Oh, man, let me tell you what it was like. Well, first of all, you got, 700 choir members milling around the craft table.
Uh-huh.
If you don't know the lingo, the craft table is where you get your snacks when you're working on a movie. It's usually loaded with donuts, because for some reason that's all people want to eat in America anymore, is donuts.
Donuts. That would explain why there's so many Krispy Kremes and Dunkin' Donuts popping up all over the place.
We actually had to we physically moved the Krispy Kreme shop into the Whale.
Wow.
Just to keep the choir supplied with donuts.
Wow.
Because when their blood sugar started to drop, they got testy.
Testy?
Testy.
So you need to cram them full of few more Krispy Kremes?
Yes, this whole number, this whole scene, in fact, maybe I can say this whole movie is powered by Krispy Kreme donuts.
Wow.
The whale, for example.
Was all Krispy Kreme powered?
He was up to his eyeballs in Krispy Kremes.
Wow.
That's why he can dance in the water, because you've never seen a whale dance under the water, right?
I never have.
I mean,
No.
I'm no Jacques Cousteau, but I don't think a whale can dance in the water unless he's got about 1,400 Krispy Kreme
Krispy
donuts
Kremes.
is stuck in his baleen.
I should try that. I should try that with my fish at home.
Have you ever had a donut stuck in your baleen?
I don't think so. I don't think I'd want that.
You should thank your lucky star.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I should.
Because you think passing a kidney stone is hard. Try blowing a donut out your baleen.
Cut that, please. Strike that from the record.
Did you see the axe I get to carry around in this film?
Yeah, was that really
Is
metal?
that gorgeous or what?
Was that really metal?
Didn't you hear it clank? Wait
Yeah.
till I come in, you'll hear it clank.
I'll hear it clank.
Oh, it was
so
a
were
piece
there
of
were
work.
there engravings all over that axe? And
Yeah, oh yeah, and it was instructions for how to open a coconut.
You know, there was
in Elvish.
there was like engraving in my sword. It was amazing.
Really?
You never even saw it on film.
Really?
Yeah, but they took the time to put those little inscriptions in there and everything.
Yeah?
Yep.
What
Yep.
did they say?
Use wisely.
What great water! What beautiful vistas! You know, I don't think that even Pixar could make a shot like that.
Uh-oh.
What do you think?
I hope you don't eat those words.
Oh, no way, man. This is way too beautiful.
Well, I've seen some stuff from Finding Nemo. It looks pretty cool.
Well, yeah, but they can't be on top of the water. That's too expensive.
just under the water?
That's too hard.
Oh, to be on top of the water?
We can be on top.
we can be on
In
top
our
of the water.
film, we were on top of the water.
Oh, yeah,
Did
that's
you see
right.
that?
I saw that. We were on top of the water.
And we went
And we're
under the water.
Wow.
We got like, what, 3 shots from under the water?
I think so. You know what they call that in Hollywood?
Expensive.
Hyphenate. We're above water / underwater.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Hush puppy.
Yeah. Shh.
Oh, look at me go.
Oh, there's your hair.
Man, I was thinking this movie would make me look good, but I don't think that is the case.
You don't look so bad.
I
Here,
look
watch.
ridiculous.
Here, watch. All you gotta do is grab the brush and do a little barber work there, and you'll be fine.
Oh, this is where you get your suave makeover.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I look like an insurance salesman.
Very nice, though.
You know that guy, that big gourd guy, sounds a lot like Goliath.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Wow. I
What's
wonder.
that all about?
Is he Goliath's brother or something?
I don't know. They don't look anything like each other except for they're large.
Well, 'cause like Nebuchadnezzar and Wally P. Nezer,
Right?
those guys were brothers.
But they look exactly alike.
They look exactly alike, yeah.
But
But,
this
well,
guy-
Goliath is big, and this guy's pretty
yeah,
big
they've
too.
got the size thing in common, but I don't know genetically.
Maybe they're cousins.
And what, is his mustache growing out of his nose or something?
Well, we moved it back to the back of his nose. Originally, they had it stuck onto the front of his nose.
Right?
And it just, that
So it
did
was
not
just
look good.
like Velcro, or what was it?
It was Velcro, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Velcro and a little bit of duct tape.
He must have had a hard time breathing.
Well, he breathes through his mouth.
Man.
All of us veggies breathe through our mouth. There's no holes in our nose.
Man, how do we do that?
Breathe through our mouth?
Yeah.
Okay, here, watch me. See?
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yep,
I was
yep.
thinking something different, I guess.
Nope, it's pretty easy.
It makes perfect sense now.
Yep, okay.
Oh, this is so sweet. Where he sings like that,
Yeah.
like a little Michael Jackson when he was young and happy.
Though some might use it to live like a king.
Look, I'm hanging by my nose. Ha! Do you know how I did that?
You put your nose in the
No,
door
that
and
would
hung
hurt.
from it?
I don't want to do anything that hurts me. I used a
You have a false
prosthetic
nose? Oh,
You might not know that word, but it means fake. Yeah.
Oh. How'd you do this right here?
That was a stunt double. That was a guy named Slim. I met
Did
him.
it hurt when they unstuffed you?
Did it hurt when they unstuffed me? Well, they had to stuff me in the first place to have stuffing to pull out. That's the part that hurt. So the French peas here, how do you think they did? Do you think they stole the show?
Well, I think they did a pretty good job. They got this catchy little song that they sing.
What were they like to work with? Because I, again, didn't show up that much.
Well, you know, not a lot of people know this about the French peas, but they're actually Swedish.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, it's true. You talk to them off the set, and
Yeah?
you know they've got Swedish accents.
So the whole accent thing, it's
all a put on.
It's a sham.
That's right.
It's a fake.
That's right. Well, if you notice, they're not really all that authentically French. Their accents are a little bit off.
What are you talking about? Next thing you're going to critique my accent.
I would never critique your accent. It's so authentically
You are
Italian Hispanic.
you are on thin ice, pal. If we direct another movie together, no way
Produce?
we produced it, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's a horse of a different color.
Uh-huh.
Then, well, we might have to change the way we work.
Oh yeah? Like how?
Well, maybe I will be the one who comes to the set, and you'll be the one who stays in the office and answers the phone.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be in this mess, lunt.
What? What mess are
Wait.
we in?
You know what?
What?
I think we could learn a lesson too.
What's that?
About compassion and mercy. You know, this was a really cold day. It actually, it'd been warm the day before, and the snow melted, and then it turned back into ice.
Oh, that must have been hard and crunchy then.
It was, and sliding down the hill was no picnic. Let me tell you
that
that.
nose is what, 8 feet tall?
That's one big nose.
Well, that must have weighed like 1,000 pounds.
So this ice, can you imagine? It's hard and crunchy.
Yeah, it's hard and
I
crunchy.
fall down. I'm not screaming there, but I'm screaming there.
This
And
reminds
it's not
me.
because I'm falling.
Well, that kind of reminded me of the toy that saved Christmas.
So the snow reminded you of other snow?
Yeah! Of
Wait.
the other movie we made with snow in it. We've only
Oh.
made like 2 movies with snow in them.
Oh, you talking about the...
Everything else has
you
sand because it's biblical.
There you are, Rick.
Hey, that's me!
Now you
what am
picked
I
up the,
doing?
You're picking up the nose.
Because finders, keepers, losers, weepers. Is that the lesson?
You know how we made this boat blow up?
How do we make the boat blow up? It was an inflatable boat, right?
No, that was a real wooden boat.
Oh.
We blew up that Snow White wood.
I got splinters from that stunt.
Yeah?
Yes, I was on second camera. I was
Really?
trying to do my documentary. I was just behind the boat with my second camera. It's actually a small camcorder, just videotaping.
Okay.
You know, it was avant-garde. And the boat blows up, and I got a splinter right in my forehead. I'm tough. They say I can't have a sword.
Movie making
because I'm
is
kind of,
dangerous business, kids.
you know, British. But I'm tough.
So do you remember in the restaurant the food? I mean, honestly, do you remember the food that we were eating there?
Oh yeah, they really wanted to make sure that you know, the shrimp were well cooked. I think
It was disgusting.
they were a little crunchy.
It
weren't
made
they?
me sick.
Did it make you sick?
It made me ill. You know what they were feeding us? They were shrimp. They were wrapped in bacon, and then they were deep fried.
Oh my goodness!
And they said it was their specialty.
Ooh.
It made me ill.
Now, what were those things they call hush puppies? What are those things?
Hush puppies are fried puppy. They
Now
don't,
that
they don't
makes
tell you
me
that.
sick.
I know. I'm telling you. And you know how they came up with the name? When they tried to fry the first one, he was making noise. And they said, hush! You see? That's sad. That is terrible. Holy mackerel!
No more hush puppies
What
for me.
kind of a world is it when places will serve you puppies that are hushed?
That's terrible.
We're trying to make a movie here, and they're serving us things that turn our stomachs and make us question our humanity.
Well, I think that's probably why they didn't show any food in the film.
Have you ever been to Long John Silver's?
Is that around still?
I don't know, but I've been there,
Yeah?
and they actually serve frying stuff.
That's a whole lot of frying.
We had some, actually. Long John Silver's catered one of the days on the set when we were in the restaurant because
Uh-huh.
the real kitchen was 150 years old and it didn't work very well.
Yeah.
And they fried the frying droppings. Have you ever
Wow.
had those?
I have. They're pretty tasty.
I think they're high in fat.
You think so?
Yeah, and I'm on a low-fat diet to try to keep my slender gordliness shape.
Uh-oh.
Which, you know, is a real key to my success in show business.
Uh-huh.
And I cannot eat fried fat.
In moderation.
Like I used to when I was a
everything in
kid.
moderation.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Do you remember how they made Bill Boy shorter? Did they actually amputate the bottom of his stalk?
No, they just had a cummerbund. They like tied the cummerbund on the wrong way.
Come again?
The cummerbund? You know, like the thing you get for a tuxedo that you put around your waist?
It makes you shorter?
Yeah, well, when you wrap it underneath yourself, and he's got like some bungee cords running up the back of his neck,
Yeah?
and just compressing him. It's a good thing we
compress him
don't
with
have
a-
vertebrae, or else it would have, I think, probably done some damage.
I'm glad nobody compressed me with a cummerbund.
Wow, you'd think he'd be showing some visible signs of discomfort.
And do you remember when we tried to get distribution for this film? When we took the film, first we took the film to, Universal, and they said, oh, we got the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. What do we need vegetables for?
Right.
And then we took it to Disney, and they said, oh, we've got this little Stitch.
Yeah, we got the Stitch.
And we didn't even know what they were talking about at the time.
Yeah, and we got
They
Long
said,
John Silver
we
in
got
space.
This little Stitch, and
Yeah.
we got Long John in
Silver space.
like Hush Puppies in space.
That's right. Yeah,
That's what, in fact, that was the name of the film at that point.
Hush Puppies in space.
Yes, that's what they were calling it.
Wow.
And we said, you might want to rethink the title.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like shoes, flying through my closet.
Yeah.
Not a space drama like
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Well, in Pigs in Space,
Which they
kinda-
did.
They did that.
So Disney passed.
Yeah.
And then we took it to Miramax.
Uh-huh.
And they said, is Ralph Fiennes in it?
Yeah,
And we
or-
said no. And they said, we don't make any movies without Ralph Fiennes.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. Forget it.
or that
Gwyneth.
or Pokemon.
Or they didn't do Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon 4.
That's not from Miramax.
Well, then who's it from?
It's from Warner Brothers, I'm sure. They got all the
Miramax
Pokemon
is
money.
distributing Pokemon. That's
You're
Miramax's
talking
time
crazy.
out. Look on the internet, it's
man,
true.
the movie's almost over. So Miramax passed because it didn't have Ralph Fiennes or Gwyneth Paltrow. And I'm thinking, boy, that sounds like a vegetable. If I've ever heard a name that sounds like a vegetable.
Think so?
What did I say?
Vegetable?
I had some Paltrow
Oh,
on my
look.
salad.
The movie's over now.
What movie?
The movie. Now, when it says produced by, do you see Mr. Lunt and Larry the Cucumber
No,
there?
you don't see that so much.
I don't think so. We're gonna have a talk. Not even executive producers.
No, not nothing. What's an AWOG?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's
Absent without a
Heineke
gourd.
and Phil Vischer. They think they made the music. Boy, do they have another thing coming.
Yep. This is a good acting moment for you.
Yeah, I worked on this. I had to imagine the saddest thing that ever happened to me.
And what was that?
That was when we were in dance class and they wouldn't let me do jazz.
Oh, look, it's underwear.
Oh, yeah. The kids, they love the underwear jokes.
They do.
If there's anything I've learned from Jim Carrey, my idol, it's that kids love underwear jokes.
Oh, yeah? What about socks jokes?
Not so much.
Because we've used that a couple of times.
Well, if the socks are dirty, they think it's hilarious. If the
Oh,
socks
yes.
are clean, they don't get it.
Oh, okay.
Not
Yeah.
even if they have stripes, they think it's French.
Gotcha. But it doesn't really matter with underwear.
No,
Clean,
underwear,
dirty,
clean,
whatever.
dirty. Some kids, the dirty, that is a little, turns their nose
That's
maybe
right.
a little bit, and it messes you up with the church market.
Oh, yeah.
They don't like that so much.
No,
And airbag jokes, those work pretty well since Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yeah?
There's-
Yeah? And Larry Boy and the Rumor Weed.
Yeah, there's a good airbag joke in there, and I think we took it to a new level by having dual airbags.
Dual airbags, yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
anyone's ever done a dual airbag joke before.
I don't think so.
No.
Or our side protection airbags. That hasn't
Right.
been done yet. Maybe we can do that in our next movie.
Well, I have
So, what is it, like when you're in detective school,
Yeah.
do they teach you about the nothing to see here, move along? Is that one of the phrases that they teach you there?
Oh, yeah, that's real big. That comes up on day 1 and day 17 of the class.
So, which one comes first? Nothing to see here or move along?
They're interchangeable.
Really?
You can go either way. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it takes a skilled and seasoned detective to know which one to go first with at what time
Really?
and
so,
place.
okay, so say you're investigating like a shoe store and they've had some socks stolen.
Move along.
Okay, so move along comes first?
Right.
Okay, so say...
Nothing to see here.
Okay, so say
In
you're...
that case, you'd also say nothing to wear here.
Nothing to wear here?
Right. Because
Okay.
it's a shoes and socks store.
You are pretty good. Okay, now Petunia, tell us,
Oh.
was this scary or what?
Really scary. It was actually my first time that I had to do stunts.
Wow. Did you practice it, or did they just throw you in there and say, oh boy, I hope she has a sister if this don't work out?
That's what it felt like sometimes, but no, we did have to practice it. 'cause
Wait,
it
here
was
comes my line.
Scary. Oh, here comes.
Care for a scoop? That's what I said.
That's what you said?
I thought about that line myself.
Oh, that's something like Arnold Schwarzenegger would say.
Yeah,
in a
that's an
movie.
action hero
that's
line
good.
right there.
That's a good one. That's T-shirt worthy.
There's bubbles. That's my favorite part of the movie. There's bubbles. Boom! Kids are really going to like that because very young children love scary elements. If there's anything I learned from teaching Sunday school.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds. They love a good jolt.
Yep.
Sometimes I would leave them in the Sunday school room alone, and then I'd come in and go, ah! And just startle them. And then we'd talk about Moses. And Moses was a relief after the great startlement, so they would pay good attention, because they didn't know when I was going to startle them again. That's why I suggested we put a really scary sea monster in the movie for the small children. How did I end up wearing Jonah's hat?
Well, somebody had to wear it.
And it looks like it's like the size of I don't know what, a
watermelon.
baby elephant or something on
Yeah,
my head.
It's pretty big. But
I mean,
see,
that's
Jonah had
crazy.
to wear your twisty hat,
Right?
and we couldn't give up the fact that you didn't have any eyes.
But you know what?
What?
I never got that hat back.
The twisty hat?
No, never.
You're wearing it in the next scene.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
But we shot the next scene before this one. It was out of sequence. I never got the hat back.
You never got the hat back?
No, Archibald, he took it home.
Uh-oh.
I'm breaking
Well,
into his house and I'm getting that hat back.
I hope you kept his hat.
Well, it's swaddling clothes. It's a pile of rags. I don't know what to do with it.
You can use it to dust.
I can't
suppose.
wrap it back up.
No?
No.
Yeah, it's kind of a interesting wrap.
It's out. Hey, look out!
See, that could happen to us.
It could have.
Yep.
That's Mr. Lunt, isn't it, Mr. Lunt?
That's Mr. Lunt with the really bad haircut.
Man, what happened to him? I mean, jeepers.
He let himself go for the
He
show.
sure did.
I
He
think
looks
it- I
like
think it
Marlon
took him, like-
Brando in his later years.
He went a while letting himself go for this. I don't think I saw him out of. He stayed in his room for like 6 months,
Yeah, he stayed in his room
just eating pudding.
and Krispy Kremes.
Yep.
Was pudding and Krispy Kremes. I like his outfit though. It's kind of rustic.
Yeah, he's getting in shape. He's gonna be in the next show.
He's running on a treadmill there.
Yeah.
On a treadmill on the back of a pickup truck. It was my pickup truck.
Well, I just gotta say it was a pleasure working with you as a producer and a friend.
Right.
And I look forward to many other productions in the future.
Oh yeah, you know, I suspect that you and I someday, my friend, will be standing at the podium on Oscar night.
Yeah?
You know, and we will be thanking our own little political causes
Yeah?
for our great success.
Yeah?
I hope it is sooner than later.
Yeah, me too.
Because
Me too.
I can't eat many more Krispy Kremes and still stay cogent. Do you know what I'm saying?
Cogent?
Yes.
I don't know what you're saying.
Either do
I've never heard that word.
I've had too many Krispy Kremes already. My blood sugar level is so high, I cannot legally drive.
Well then, perhaps we should go.
Perhaps we should, but the song isn't even over yet.
Well, it's getting close, and plus we have to sing the other song, the song under the credits song. We gotta get
right.
all warmed up for that.
We gotta get out of the way, for here comes this song under the credits. Now, you wrote this song, right?
I did.
You wrote it
I
under
did.
the credits.
I wrote it under the credits, and we sang it. In fact,
Right.
let's sing it right now. Here we go.